On today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Spinmaster Toys Spy Gear Secret Agent Spike Mic Launcher. Indicated at the top corner, it launches mic over 50 feet. On the side, there's a guy shooting the mic. He looks like he should be in a dance club, breaking out some big beats in a dance club. If you're interested in checking out not only this, but other Spy Gear items, you can go to www.spygear.net. It says 4 AAA batteries not included. And turn over the back of the package. Contents: 1 spike mic, 1 multi-surface tip dart, 1 suction dart tip, an instruction guide. I don't know why Spot had a tough time with that. It has a launcher bracket, charging point, microphone. I'm curious how the microphone is going to work. I can't wait to get that opened up. Microphone dart, the dart tip, and then finally the bungee cord. Gather intel on key conversations from afar as you launch the spike mic, and stick it to any flat surface near your targets. You can also check out Spinmaster over at www.spinmaster.com. What I am going to do is take a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the spike mic launcher. There's definitely more to come. Stay tuned. Getting out of package, the launcher consists of 3 parts. You have your main catapult launcher, which will be attached to the main unit. It has 2 elasticized straps on either side, 2 loops that will be looped onto this when you're ready to fire it. Just to give you a quick demonstration here. And then you're going to pull it back and fire it against your target. This will clip onto the front of your launcher. There's a little slot on the front, and on the front of the launcher, the catapult, you'll see there's a little clip. So you're just going to take that clip, line it up with the front, and you're going to snap it underneath this section here. Just snap it into place, and just make sure that is secure, and you have that all ready to go. There is a separate section on the front here that can open up. And inside you have your suction cup. Now the launcher, the dart that is included in the launcher has 2 options. You can either use the sticky dart tip, which we'll put down just for a quick second, or you can use the suction cup, both of which you just screw on and you have it ready to go. Now the instructions that are included with the launcher indicate that when you're using the suction cup, you will not be able to fire it from the launcher, just because there is not enough force behind it to stick it to the wall once it's launched. The sticky dart has no problem at all sticking to surfaces, but this, you'll want to actually manually stick it to the wall. Just unscrew this, put the sticky dart back on. The sticky dart is very adhesive. It's very similar to the old 80s style, the old 80s whip hands, those adhesive hands you could pick up debris, and exactly like those. To rinse it off once you finish using it, there's probably going to be hair or debris or any other dirt on there. You just rinse it under the cold tap, or just under just regular water. Obviously, you don't want to get this wet, so you want to take the dart off first before you start rinsing it and cleaning it off. The darts, the suction cup dart, the sticky dart, as well as the mic, can all be housed in that inside compartment here. I like that because when you're playing with it, you have the option when you're ready to pack up and you're finished playing. You don't have to worry about where am I going to keep my darts, where am I going to keep all the accessories. Everything can be kept underneath inside. Other things with the launcher, the speaker port is right here. This will be what will emit the sound. Also, the 4 AAA batteries Spot has already taken the liberty of installing Unfortunately not included with the launcher, but still, 4 AAA batteries, not too bad. So you just put that in there, and then you've got the launcher itself. Now the launcher has a couple of different buttons I can point out here. On the side, you've got your different volume, obviously lowest to highest. You've got on the side a little port for your earphones. So if you don't want the sound to be emitted from here, you can plug your earphones into the side and listen to whatever you're eavesdropping on at the moment. Charge button, or charge lights indicated at the top. There's your charge cable, which I'll get into in a second. And then you have your on and off switches. To charge the mic, and luckily it is already charged at the time I'm doing this review. To charge the mic, you're going to unplug it. Make sure your mic is set for off. Spider has already learned his lesson when doing this the first time. I had it on. Yeah, I got some mic feedback. And if you've ever been around a mic that's too close to anything, you know what that's like. So make sure it's off. There's the charging port on the side. And you're going to take this cable and you're just going to plug it into the dart. Of course, again, making sure that it is completely off before you do so. You can even rest the dart on top. I found that was no problem there as well. And you're going to turn it on. Turn it on, and you'll see that that light flashes. Now it's flashing green, so it's actually already good to go. So what I would do is unplug the mic port. Again, making sure not to turn it on. Just leave that to the side. And then you're ready to fire it off. Now what you're going to want to do, when you turn it on and you fire it, you'd be surprised with how much of a sound you're actually going to get emitted from this. So what you are going to do is you're going to set it to on. When you fire off the missile, we're going to imagine, for the sake of this review, that Spot has fired it off like so. Now when you fired it off, you're going to turn this mic on. And when you turn it on, you're going to see right away that obviously you don't want to have it too close to this unit at all. Now as it stands right now, it's already projecting sound. How do you know it's projecting sound? Well, obviously as it gets closer to the mic or to the speaker, you can tell it's already producing a sound. Now imagining, I'm going to turn off the mic for a second. Now imagining if, obviously when you're playing with this is going to be perhaps in another room. It's going to be on an adjacent wall from you, so you're not going to necessarily worry about the sound traveling. But let's imagine, if we will, that Spot has already taken the liberty of firing this at a target, and let's say that this is now in another room. So I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to move it off camera so you can actually hear the sound emitted from the bottom of the launching base. So Spot's turning it on right now. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, it does work. Obviously, it would work a lot better if I'm not in the same room as the device that I'm launched it from. But it does produce a really good sound. It's hard to convey it, obviously, in the scope of where we are, but having it in, say, another room, the sound is going to be emitted a lot easier than if it was being fired within the same room. I like the idea behind it. I mean, it certainly adds another element to the idea of spy gear. It is fun. I will say, though, definitely be careful when you're using a microphone, especially you don't want to have it too close to the launching device. You don't want big shrieking noises, and you definitely don't want your parents running in wondering what you're doing. But I would say it's still another fun accessory from the SpyNet catalog of products. These are available in most of your toy stores, so if you are looking to pick these up, I'd definitely say check those out. It is definitely fun. I mean, this is now the second review that Spot has shot of the spy gear, the other one being the sound distractors. And these are really a fun toy line to pick up. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Spy Gear Spike Mic Launcher, and Spot still has such a tough time saying that. But it's a really, really fun toy, and It kind of reminds me of some of the stuff that we had in the 80s, because I think in the 80s we had like a spy gear kind of setup. Obviously this is much more advanced than the stuff we had as kids, but still, I really like them. Thanks for watching as you always do, guys. Certainly stick around though. Spot's got much more in the way of toy spots heading your way. I'll see you guys next time.